We are live.
Let's go, baby. Oh, what a day. What a beautiful day in the neighborhood. By the way, Florida, I know it hit you, but it wasn't as hard as it was supposed to be. God bless. Supposedly the eye of the storm kind of split up, splintered, I think they call it. I'm not sure about that, but it looks like it went a lot less bad than it could have gone. So, yeah, for those of you in Florida, I think even though it's very bad, it wasn't the worst. So hopefully they're able to clean up and get back on their feet. And hopefully FEMA doesn't make them pay back that monstrous $750 loan as the government just goes and sends money for free to Lebanon and Palestine and Israel and Ukraine. And
I'd like to say for the record, fuck the government. But also,
yes, love America.
I love America, hate the government.
Hate them.
Shit, that's hate them.
Hate them.
I will say this though, the problem is like they were already cleaning up from one before, like the people in that area. But I'm very happy that it's like it doesn't seem to be there's any loss of life. I think 5 people from the East Coast lost their lives. I think from drowning or something like that for the flooding.
Yes.
But what I'm really happy about, and this I know this sounds crazy, but I was worried it was going to hit it like a Cat 5 or like max Cat 5 right in Tampa, and that would have toppled buildings. So, and this, of course, there's tons of damage. I feel incredibly horrible for anybody that was displaced. They had a few fucking wicked ass tornadoes, dude. Like wicked.
Oh, the tornadoes. We played them on here yesterday. They were crazy.
Yeah.
They were nuts.
But what I'm happy about is like this won't take focus away from North Carolina. But also, dude, do you know that Wyoming is on fire?
I had no idea.
Wyoming, like the eastern half of Wyoming is completely on fire. And I know you're going to be shocked by this, but they just recently discovered lithium under there.
Yeah, that's a shocker.
So,
oh my God.
But yeah, if you look at Wyoming, the western half of the state is like a lot of federal land, and the eastern half is private land. And the federal land's not on fire. The private land is on fire.
Makes a lot of sense. That's all coincidence, of course.
Yeah, total coincidences, dude.
The government would never do anything like that.
It's so strange. Like I had a video today.
Maui or anything.
Yeah, not like Maui or anything like that. Like it's not like there's precedent. I did a video today for Instagram and X where I was talking about misinformation, right? And that the government should be the last people in the fucking world that should tell us what misinformation is. Like the people that denied natural immunity, stuff like that. The comments, bro, and I'm sure a lot of them are bots, but some of these comments are like, well, natural immunity doesn't exist. That's why we need vaccines. Like
they still believe natural immunity doesn't exist. They really believe that. Yeah, natural immunity has literally been the best form of immunity ever since the beginning of time. Like your body builds up antibodies. That's what happens. That's how vaccines work. Yeah. Vaccines work through forced natural immunity. Well, the old vaccines, the mRNA vaccines obviously do something different, but traditional vaccines work by inducing natural immunity.
Right. Which is weird that they think so. Yeah, but it just goes to show me like one, the bot army is real. So I don't believe
they're not real people. I've been pointing out bots a lot, and I found that I get a lot of engagement simply if a leftist posts something, I just copy their picture and retweet it and put LOL, and it gets engagement. Because all these people look fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like they look I could pull up some of my feed, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun. Yeah, let me share this one. This is so it's become like a hobby of mine. Because for some reason, even though I don't click on them, X just wants, I guess it's trying to get, engagement, like rage bait, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, so here's this guy, this Lakota man guy. That's the best picture he has, a selfie.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Can't even afford AirPods. He's wearing fucking like the corded microphone. Look at this guy. He looks like that dude from The Sopranos.
Yeah, he does. The first guy, he's fat because he's doing the fat woman thing of taking the picture from the damn ceiling.
Yeah, but look at this guy. I mean, he looks like that dude from The Sopranos. And anytime you see someone with this much like liberal shit, like 2 blue waves, like I tend to question if you're a bot or not.
Yeah, I do.
Do you think partying the streets will break out worldwide when the felon loses? Yeah, look at that. 19.6K following, 22. How come they a Navy vet? Look at his, when your background is a LGBTQITA 2+345, a Black Lives Matter, well, you got an American flag and a Trump lost flag on the back of some kind of pickup truck. What is your life about? Like his intel. Look at these, like these pages are just complete. It's all propaganda.
Oh, that was Gretchen Whitmer. Scroll back up a little bit. Down just a little bit more. Oh, there she is.
Where?
Oh, scroll down just a little bit more. Yeah, there she is.
Yeah, because Trump said something about Detroit. Basically the whole country. Well, if you didn't know, Detroit's kind of a shithole. It just is. Like, there's a reason why Eminem brags about being from the hood in Detroit, because Detroit is really, really bad. People know not to go past certain areas. Now, Michigan is a beautiful state with wonderful people. Detroit, not the greatest.
Right. Not so much. Not so much.
She's like, you better keep Detroit out your mouth. Bitch, what are you talking about? You know what? She should go into porn.
Yeah, I think she plans on it, bro. Because
why would you say that?
Well, this is fucking insane.
Is there volume on this?
I don't know. I'm checking right now.
Okay, so first of all, ultra processed foods.
Yeah.
What is she supposed? First of all, isn't Whitmer like 6'3"? She's like a big bitch.
We can't actually play it. It'll give us a cover.
Oh yeah, it will.
Yeah.
So what's going on here? Is there any comments? I heard this was like a viral trend on TikTok, but the rest of the internet has no idea. So people like you and me are just looking at this like, why is this bitch feeding this bitch on her knees a Dorito?
Well, this is the fucking scary part is that's a vote Kamala hat. Like this, they think this is an ad.
Who would vote for them because of this? Like, this is like, I would not vote for this person. This is an unserious individual. Also, I do have to say the hat's a good idea. The bitch has the shiniest forehead in the history of foreheads. Like she has the, what is up with her oily ass forehead?
I don't know. I can't believe, like, here's how one of the reasons why I think elections are rigged. I can't believe she won re-election. Like,
I don't think Michigan's a safe place to vote.
Because
I don't think your vote really means much in Michigan really anymore.
She basically, like, she was the one that made it so they couldn't order seed, like that you couldn't buy seed
at Walmart. Yep.
Like,
I can't see people voting for her. I just can't see it.
And we might be like, it might be because we're not these type of people. But if you want to be a lemming, if you want to be a slave so fucking bad, I am absolutely sure China will take you in. Like, I mean, I don't understand why you just don't move there.
I don't understand. And she also marched with BLM while telling everybody else they can't leave their house.
Yeah.
I mean, this is an evil, ugly person. I mean, ugly inside and out. Like, she is just a big bitch. Like, I don't like her at all. I think she's evil. I think she's disgusting. I think she is everything that's wrong with American politics. She's a horrible tyrant. And she showed that during 2020. Just a horrible, horrible, ugly inside and out person. Just to anybody who would vote for her, we can't be friends. I can't be friends with someone who'd vote for Gretchen Whitmer. Her name's fucking Gretchen.
Yeah. That's enough.
Who names their kid Gretchen? You know she's going to be a despicable bitch. Her name is Gretchen. Do you know any nice people named Gretchen?
I have a cousin named Gretchen. It's nice. But
is she nice? Okay, that's it. There's always an outlier.
However, I can say that, like, I really, like, dude, I keep in contact with my very close family. Nothing against the rest of my family, but like Crystal, my son, you are way more family than most of my family. My parents, obviously, my sister, my niece. But like, besides that, like, I'm not a big hang out with my cousins, people and stuff like that. Like, not that I have anything against them, but I'm not going to go on vacation with nobody. That, and like, you've met me, I don't like being around a lot of people. So
yeah, I mean, I have my brother, and that's pretty much it. Then I have my black cousins in LA. I need to say that because they're the ones who give me the N-word pass. So I need to keep in contact with them just so I can have that in my back pocket. I'm just playing. I don't talk to any of my family. I don't know many of them. And also a lot of them died in that Holocaust that Nick Fuentes said didn't happen.
What a little
Did you see Nick Fuentes? Did you see that guy? He basically endorsed Kamala.
What amazes me is like yeah, he's got to be a Fed.
He's a Fed.
So Nick Fuentes fans, you couldn't find any other women to like. I mean, what the fuck? But anyway, beyond that, he's telling you not to vote for Trump because if you're Christian or Catholic, you would never vote for Trump. So you would risk people that want, full-term abortions at will, who pretty much are like, the left has gotten to the point now where they're almost completely agnostic atheist, right?
Yeah.
Like it's weird that he is like in some way trying to convince people not to vote for Trump. Shit, Trump's talked about God more. Like,
in my opinion, if you're a Catholic, you can't vote.
I didn't mean to play
in my
that.
opinion,
go ahead.
It won't pause. Okay, I meant to set it up. So I put people still aren't convinced Fuentes is a Fed after nothing happened after his incitement on January 6th. He was literally telling people to fucking storm the building, and he's not arrested yet. The Proud Boys guy or whatever he is, he was arrested. He wasn't even in the same state. They're arresting grandmas who just wandered in. This guy literally incited people to do it.
Yep.
I guess Groypers are really blinded by his muscular, ripped body. Okay, let's play this. This is your hero, guys.
If you're a Catholic,
his voice is feminine, his body is feminine, everything's feminine.
He's the type of kid when the football went down into the storage drain, you lowered him down by the ankles because he was the only one that fit.
Doesn't he look like that Mad Magazine kid? Like, what was it, Albert, or what was his name?
Yes.
Oh God.
Like, you can't vote.
No, go ahead. I don't want to get us in too much trouble. I got to remember we're on YouTube.
Yeah.
For Trump. You cannot vote for somebody who is now frequently supporting abortion rights. Frequently. It seems like every week he supports abortion. Catholics should not support Trump. If you are anti-war, you cannot support Trump. Trump is the World War III candidate. Trump is talking about wiping Iraq.
What the hell is wrong with this guy? Like, and why is he so, dude, train your shoulders, you little bitch.
Ran off the map. That's where the war is going to go nuclear, not Ukraine. You can't vote for Trump. If you're an immigration restrictionist, you can't vote for Trump. They're not deporting any illegals.
He literally said, well, what do you want him to do? He can't do it now.
Right.
Okay, that's not happening. They admitted as much. And they're going to bring in more legal immigrants than ever.
Yes, legal immigrants. They're going to make people go through the process and vet them. What? I hate small people.
For before. And if you think there's some silver lining that we're going to get jobs in the Trump admin, maybe it's bad, but we're going to get in and fix it, think again. Because the personnel are going to be controlled by Jared Kushner.
Who's a Jew?
None of these people can vote for Trump. I'm calling on Catholics.
Who is he to call on anyone? Dude, what have you done? The only reason he got famous is because he trolled Ben Shapiro while Ben was with his kid. And then Ben got him deplatformed.
He's the Timu Ben Shapiro. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. He's just a controlled opposition from the other side. That's all it is.
Man, this guy.
Anti-war supporters, immigration restrictionists, and MAGA loyalists to stay home and not vote for Trump. And if we go forward with any operations with Groyper War II.
What the fuck's a Groyper? Guys, you're full grown-ass men calling yourself a fucking Groyper.
Not to mention that, but the word war shouldn't come out of this motherfucker's mouth. Like,
he couldn't fight. He couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper bag.
Dude, you're talking a bunch of shit that you might be actually in front of somebody at some point in time, like me or something. Like,
look at his little soft-ass face. He can't take a punch.
You shouldn't be talking about Groyper War, you and your fucking skinny-ass fucking friends. You should not do this. You should not do this. This is dangerous. This is dangerous for you, bro. This is dangerous for you. Like, you're talking.
I mean, he's protected though. He's a Fed.
That's true.
He's a fucking Fed.
Yeah, that's true.
From now on, that is the goal. At one point, it was to get Trump's attention. Going forward, it's going to be to get people not to vote, period.
What a fucking dork. Like,
Yeah, dude.
look, guys, so I'm calling on all Catholics, all whatever, all anti-war to vote for Trump and to not listen to this moron.
Yeah. Like, here's the thing, man. Me and you've talked about this now for like, I think a year and a half.
Yeah.
Trump is a very flawed candidate, unbelievably flawed. And frankly, if I had another choice after 2020, I'd probably vote for somebody. If RFK would have gotten in there
Same.
or DeSantis or something like that, I would have voted for somebody else. And it's nothing against any Trump voters, but I'm sorry, under Trump, people were labeled essential and non-essential. I just can't get over that. I'm never going to, especially because he hasn't like really gone back on it. But I can tell you this, a year and a half ago, before anybody else, me and you sat on these microphones and said, everybody needs to get behind Donald Trump because we cannot take another couple years of what is happening right now. And
Exactly.
that is the thing. Like, we have two options at this stage. Two. One is running on a campaign of taking the First Amendment away, taking guns away. They're openly saying it. They're openly saying it. And we're going to be at war.
Yep.
Like the sons and daughters of America will be sent to bleed in foreign lands one more time for resources. That is literally it. And that is unfucking acceptable. That is unacceptable. So while I am not happy with how Trump handled 2020, I am hoping that one, he learned from his mistakes. Two, I hope he picks much better personnel, and he's already off to a great start.
He's got an RFK, Tulsi, Vivek.
Musk wants to. Musk is
Elon.
going to try to get him to cut the federal government by like 75%.
It's crazy.
Like, that would be. It would probably run a lot better too, which is scary. It would probably run a lot.
What do these people do anyway? Like, what does government employees do?
Well,
they do nothing.
I don't know. I really don't know. But if like the healthcare system very much mirrors government, right? Because there's the workers and stuff like that, but it is just humongous admin. Like, like Congress people have assistants and the assistants have assistants. I'm sorry, but that's too much. like
just do your job.
Do your fucking job.
They don't do anything. They don't do a fucking thing.
Yeah.
It is absolutely absurd. It's insane. It's insane. I don't know what to think of it, man. I mean, I just think that I think that we need to understand that Nick Fuentes does not have enough juice to go anywhere past Twitter. No, he's just not that big of a deal. And we pay attention to him because on Twitter, there's a lot of people who like him because he doesn't like Jews. That's why he's popular right now, because he's filling that anti-Semitic gap. Yeah. And I tweeted earlier, I'm like, if you want to get really big on Twitter, just start hating on Jews all the time. You're going to grow.
Yeah. You've said it before.
You're going to grow. Yeah. And it's works. It's a fucking positive growth fucking
engine
risk.
Yeah.
All you have to do, like, look how big Lucas Gage got before he got deplatformed, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look how big Jake Shields got. I think Jake Shields is a great guy, but look how big he got. Look at Nick Fuentes. The
difference between those two, though, Gage is definitely not an FBI plant, and
he's not.
I don't believe Shields is either. And Shields will curb his language. I think Lucas. I think he just was like pedal to the floor. What else can I say or do that's absolutely fucking crazy?
Do you think he was really? So I know that he said some things that upset people. So then, of course, there's idiots on all sides, right?
Yeah.
So then those idiot Jewish people were like, well, fuck it. We're going to dox him and fucking, order pizzas to his house and all this good stuff, right? So again, stupid meets stupid, and then it just becomes fucking retarded. Right. And so then Lucas doubles down. He's like, I'm fucking going after these evil Jews. They're all this, all that. And at that point, I texted Lucas, and I'm like, bro, all of us? Really? Like, we've been friends for like 5 years, bro.
Yeah.
And then he posted our conversation of me saying, hey, man, you might want to tone it down. Like, it's just not a good look for anybody.
Right.
And he asked me if he could post it. Like, can I post this? I'm like, he didn't like post it. He didn't like dox. I'm like, dude, I never say anything to anyone that I don't want being shown. I'm like, yeah, I stand behind what I told you, that you're putting your family at risk because there's bad people when you start. And if you start fucking, hitting the wasp's nest with a fucking baseball bat, you might get stung.
Yeah.
I was worried for the guy. But I think it's just like that fucking dopamine rush, right? Like all of a sudden, like he's being retweeted and shared, and the Muslims love him, and the anti-Jews love him, and he's growing. He's got like fucking 200,000 followers and shit.
Yeah.
And then then you get these crazy fucking over the top tribal Jews, and they're just as bad. And they're like, well, fuck this guy. They don't call them the tribe for nothing.
Right.
It's literally what they fucking do. So they're going to gang up on you and do whatever it takes, whether it's mass reporting, sending pizzas to your house, death threats, you name it. And so next thing you know, he's deplatformed because he went too far. So he doesn't have, and I'm like, dude, just on Twitter money alone, like you're probably paying enough to support your family. Just keep it dialed down and just fucking say what you believe. And look, man, I was still to this day, like I'll break bread with him any day of the week. I don't care what he thinks about Jews. At the end of the day, I treat everybody as an individual, right? And I don't believe that shit. Well, you're just a good Jew. No, shut up. That means you're not. If somebody says all Jews are X, yet they're willing to be friends with me, you don't mean that shit. My mom's literally from Israel. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's back.
I don't know why my thing did that. I really don't know why it did that.
You know, I get sexually aroused from the weirdest things, but that does nothing for me.
Yeah. Nothing at all.
Yeah. Nothing.
I mean,
no movement. Not even a little partial.
No. Not even a partial? Damn.
No partial.
No
partial at all. Nothing. Not even a little head bob. Nothing.
So the one thing, like we were talking about the thing with Lucas, dude, I mean,
I love the guy. I like him.
Yeah, we were on his podcast.
I mean, I like him a lot. I like him a lot. I like him as a person.
I don't mind him at all. I think some of the shit he says is radically stupid, especially when you're not like, it's like, oh, these Jews in America, bro, you're talking about Jewish people as if they're all one. And
I don't even know that many Jews.
There is a country, and you might be familiar with it. It's called Israel. And that is where apparently a large amount of technological advancements happen, and a very kind of ruthless amount of war, cyber and in-person war happens. And you think you're going to talk shit and they're not going to mass report you? I mean, I'm sorry, but here's my thing. He should be able to say whatever the fuck he wants. I totally believe that. I totally believe in that. However, just because I think he should be able to say it doesn't mean that they're going to let him say it and not. Like, shit, dude, I had fat people fucking cancel my shit for years, Like, you don't think the fucking Israelis are going to fucking cancel your shit? I'm sorry, but that's well thought out. That's just not well thought out.
That would be the first thing I'd be like, man, the Jews are really going to come after me, aren't they?
Yeah.
And if you really believe the Jews run everything, probably not a good fight to pick. I mean, I'm just saying.
Well,
it's like fucking picking a battle with Thanos, right? Like you're oh shit, that guy has the fucking stones. What the fuck am I gonna do?
Shit, he's got the fucking Infinity Stones. Fuck it.
He's got the fucking stones, man. They got the Jewfinity stones, man.
The Jewfinity.
Fucking. I mean, dude, if the Jews really do run everything, they're doing a horrible job because they're letting a lot of people talk a lot of shit. Like Nick would have been gone a long time ago.
Right. The Jewfinity Gauntlet. Oh my God.
Nick Fuentes. Who would have thought the leader of white supremacy's last name would be Fuentes?
Right. Seriously.
That is so odd. Does anybody else find that odd?
I do find that odd. I find it very the person of white supremacy is named Fuentes and gay as fuck.
That's like my favorite Klansman, Tyrone.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Clay Bigsby.
People get so hung up on this shit too. It's weird, man. Like,
oh my God, he has a following.
Like you told me when we were in the green room, you told me that you had to take a couple of days off, or you had like 12 hours off from Instagram because you said cracka.
I said cracka as a joke, and someone's like, "Hey man," it was like a video of me dancing, right? Because I'm fucking stupid, and
I'm being right. Yes, you are.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm a cracka, and they fucking knocked me down. Like, here's the shit I do. Like, I'm retarded. Like, here's just what we went to the park today. It was a day off the gym for Preston, so we went and just worked on, different works and moves in football. So, All right. So I'm just showing him how basically providing resistance. He runs full speed. Boom. So, I mean, dude, I'm that guy who just takes hits. I'm fucking Chris Farley. You know what I mean? Like that's what I do. I'm that. So, I mean, you know, and for my kids, you know, they like playing football. I like getting hit. It's a great time.
That's win-win.
Yeah. So for me, I dance. I do crazy shit. And so like, you know, I'm like, yeah, I'm a crack. I guess people aren't used to just like seeing, people are so afraid to be seen as unserious people. Gretchen Whitmer actually took it too far. Like,
yeah,
mine's not choreographed. That's really who I am. I don't have some bitch on her knees acting like she's about to give head. That's literally what that was. When I saw that video, her mouth opening, I'm like, am I watching a blowjob video? When she puts a Dorito in her mouth, it's meant to do that. That is meant to connotate getting on your knees, about to just take one in the mouth. Which is the weirdest thing for an elected official to be doing that.
Yeah, it's a little strange. I will agree with you there. You know,
who does that?
I did want to tell Instagram though, as a newsflash, Mark is allowed to say "cracka ass cracka" because I gave him a cracka pass.
I got the C word pass.
He can use the hard ER. I won't even be offended. But everybody else, like, you can't use the hard ER unless you're a cracka because it's disrespectful.
I gotta admit something though. I was racist. I was racist up until about 5 p.m. today.
Yeah.
And then I saw Angel Reese's ass, and I'm like, oh, gotta love the blacks. Gotta love them. So she's apparently was out at the Wild and Out show in Chicago. And there's her outfit.
I hear she's gay, but
I could change her.
But well, I almost guarantee you Nick Cannon's trying to. I mean, it's
what is going on with
he
that
needs
booty,
his 15th
bro?
kid. You know, he needs his 15th kid.
So I'm gonna be honest here. The Whitmer thing, no movement. Right here, motherfuckers doing push-ups. Like, I'm just saying, man. I do think it's a bit out there. I wouldn't approve of any relative of mine wearing that outfit. But if I'm sexually objectifying women, a lot of camel toe action going on down there. It's a very well hung camel toe. She's not high. There's no underwear there. That's pure toe.
Yeah.
That's old toe.
Just right in there.
A lot of toe action going on. Like, you can see she's like a well hung woman. Like that is a very strong labia.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know that I don't know what exact exercises just for the labia. Like
I'm gonna go back.
Maybe she has some kegels.
She has
some kegels. But.
Oh my God! Did you see? Back in the day, there was this woman in Venice who used to lift weights with her vagina.
What? I'm sorry. What?
I wrote an article on it. I did a video on it. Let me see if I can find it. For Tiger Fitness. Yeah, but I'm just gonna keep the video of the vagina there, and let me find this. What is it called? Lifting weights.
I don't know, but that's some crazy shit.
Vagina. That's my name.
Crazy shit, bro. Lifting.
Oh man, I know. I did an article on it, dude. I gotta find it. It's gonna rack. I just looked at it the other day, but I'll tell. I'm sorry. I don't mean to just all the fine 5 women watching this they're like, why do they keep showing her camel toe? I'm like, let a man live, for goodness sakes. See, that's why I'm not ready. See, everybody's like, hey man, if you didn't marry your high school sweetheart, would you have dated a black girl? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Yes.
Crystal, yeah.
So the girlfriend before Katie in high school, the last girlfriend I had's name was Keisha.
I remember this, yes.
And she lived in Crenshaw. And
she got pissed at you.
Yeah, she broke up with me. Here's a good story, I think. So we were literally like, so I drove an 89 Oldsmobile Regency. Shit was this fucking long. Like the trunk could fit like 10 dead bodies in, right? So every time I drive to Crenshaw, keep in mind, Inglewood is Bloods, a lot of Bloods, except you get enrolled in 60 or whatever. Crenshaw, Crips. So I'm driving a maroon fucking Oldsmobile into Crenshaw. I'm getting fucking shot at every time I'm trying to pick her up. So she calls me one Saturday. Hey, you want to come pick me up? I think I'm doing the voice right. We go hang out. I'm like, Keisha, like, I want to can we like meet in the middle? Like, can we meet like, in like, I don't know, Century City or something. She's like, why not? I'm like, well, to be honest, I keep getting shot at. She's like, why you gotta make fun of where I live? I'm like, why would I? Have you seen where I live? And she's like, I can't. She said, we can't be together anymore. Just like that.
What?
And I'm like, that's unfortunate. I kind of liked her, But it led to me being where I am now. But yeah, we had a thing, me and Keisha. Imagine that. Imagine how athletic my kids would have been if I would have had kids with Keisha.
That would have been crazy.
Oh, that's dude, real. She was West African too, man. We would have been running like a 4.03 in the 40-yard dash. Motherfuckers just
It's so funny.
Oh shit! I'm knocking shit down. One second.
Give me 1 second. I'm pulling a few videos for us here real quick.
Kirby Puckett fell. You knocked down Kirby.
Okay. Is he okay?
He's okay. He's okay. Got my Kirby Puckett figurine, baby.
Love it.
I got you, Kirby. I got you, Kirby. Yeah, man. I kind of regret not having kids with Keisha, man. They would have been beasts. Motherfuckers be in the NFL right now. And
then you'd be retired.
Yeah, just be living off my kids.
Yeah, fuck yeah, because that's the good thing to do. Right?
Instead, I married a fucking Italian, right?
Well, like, you got that mob. You got that, dude. You got the mob and the Jewish mob money,
bro. But they're 0 for 2 in world wars.
No, are they though? Are they?
Why would the Italians join Hitler? That doesn't seem like a safe bet.
It was stupid.
Yeah, I think they would want it. Take backs. Take backs.
Yeah.
Hey, dude. Yeah. How crazy is the world, though, man? Like, who the fuck is running the country?
Nobody. There's literally. Did you see him? Do you happen to have the clip of him? Yes, you do. I see it.
Oh, you mean glorious. This one? Oh, glorious. Oh my, Katie literally was like, have you seen the Biden clip today? And this is just one. There's a few, this was the greatest press conference of all time. He literally said Netanyahu is helping with the cleanup in Florida.
Did he really? No, he didn't.
Oh, yes. Oh, he did. He did. I got to find that shit. He was on one, dude. I don't know if he's just trolling us now. I think he could be trolling us. I think he just wants to make Kamala look stupid.
Very possible.
Here goes.
Have you spoken with former President Trump at all?
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? I just got to prepare myself. It's so good. I'm spitting on my screen. It's so fucking funny.
Mr. President Trump, former president.
It gets better. It gets so good.
President Trump, get a life, man.
Get a life, man. Get a life. What does that fucking mean? What does that even mean?
In the context of what's happening now.
He just said, wait, hold on. Get a life, man. Hold on.
People.
Help these people. He is helping these people. He's out there giving them Starlink and shit. He's not the president. Oh, man. Okay, I'm about to play it.
You said you were going to hold those accountable.
Public will hold them accountable. You better than the press hold them accountable because you know the truth.
Will you plan to speak with former President Trump?
No.
Look at his
oh my
walking
God.
gait.
I love him.
Did you see how bad his walking gait was towards the end? Watch him walk.
Because you know the truth.
Will you plan to speak with former President Trump?
No.
Wow,
his hip is about to break under his weight.
Yeah,
dude.
he's really bad.
This is fucking elder abuse, man.
It is elder abuse, but he deserves to be in a wood chipper anyway.
Oh, hi. He's current president. I don't need the Secret Service at my house right now. Yeah, that's not something I need. So
it's like in a wood chipping shed, like you chip the wood. He should get some physical activity and it'll help his gait.
Yes, that's exactly what we meant.
Yeah. Fucking pedo.
I gotta see Biden. I gotta see the Biden Netanyahu one. Hold on, let me find that shit.
Yeah, that's
It
amazing.
is so good. He's the gift that keeps on giving.
It's very strange that like nobody's asking why he's not doing anything. Like he's clearly this is just such a bad look. So the left is literally just
Found
letting he's literally letting somebody they're literally letting somebody technically run the country that can barely fucking speak, barely knows where the fuck they're at, like is on vacation more than they're not on vacation. It's sad. I mean, this is not good for America.
This just shows you we never truly had a president. We just have a spokesperson.
Mr.
Yep.
President, what did Prime Minister Netanyahu tell you about his plans?
He looks confused as fuck.
She's coming over.
Hold on. Here goes. Watch.
She's coming over to help with a storm.
What fucking storm? He's in Israel.
Wow, dude.
They got their own storm going on there, bro.
Dude, that's wild, bro. That is insane.
It is bonkers. Absolutely bananas. I think it just shows you that the president and the country's still running. You see that?
Yeah.
Shows you that the president never really did anything.
No.
It's simply a figure. I remember my mom used to say that. And I think she was right. Like my mom was ahead of her time.
Your mom?
She was right. My mom. Yeah, she always hated the government.
Well, good. Smart woman.
Here it is. Here's the picture of the woman with the weights. It's a thumbnail from YouTube. Found it. Found this motherfucker. Well, let me see if I can bring it up on the screen.
Is this going to mentally scar me?
No.
Okay.
It's just an old thumbnail. But she used to hang weights from her vajayjay.
How's that not going to mentally scar me? I asked you an honest question, bro. How is that not going to?
It's not going to scar you.
What the fuck?
She has a weight hanging from her vagina.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I didn't do it. And my video, that was a video topic I did.
How to last longer during sex?
Yeah, do you want me to?
If it's that strong and you squeeze, it's not going to make them last longer, honey. So
I don't know. It could choke the motherfucker out.
Choke it out.
Choke it out.
Engorge that bitch.
Yeah, dude. You're gonna get choked out. It is what it is, dude. What is so the response to the hurricane? Have we figured out if FEMA's evil, good? Like, where are we at on that?
Hang on a second. I have a video that I wanted to send. I wanted us to look at.
Because I'm of the opinion that FEMA needs to be absolutely abolished, and we just need to put it up to the states.
I agree wholeheartedly. So give me 1 second here.
Why would we have FEMA if we have states?
And where is it at? I didn't post it here. Damn it. All right. So let me remove that. And where the fuck is it at? I am unprepared.
Did you hear that Did you hear that Big Lenny died?
Yes, I did. I sent you a text about it. You must. We texted. We were texting a lot, and I just mentioned it.
Oh, okay.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
slid by.
Yeah, I mean, I never met him. And of course, it was the whole Delray Misfits thing, blah blah blah, with Jason Genova. And this is a fitness thing for those of you that are wondering. He was a rather unique character, to say the least. And I think he passed away from heart failure. So
yeah,
poor guy.
And he abused steroids. He had overweight, huge visceral adipose tissue.
Yeah, my deepest condolences. My deepest condolences to his friends and family.
Yeah, he's kind of a legend in the industry for some reason. Let me bring it up real quick. So, just so you guys know what we're talking about, it's almost like they almost objectified him, because of how he looks.
Yeah,
but that's here. Let me just scroll through this real quick. This is Big Lenny. Yeah, he was only 60. That's longer than I would have given him, but he had a big protruding gut. That was kind of his thing. Was that not even, hold on, I got to share this tab. So he had a big protruding gut. See that?
Yeah. Big. So when it looks like that,
Yeah.
when there's no subcutaneous fat, but it's still very distended like that, that is a very serious marker of ill health.
Yeah,
Very
visceral
serious.
adipose tissue is extremely dangerous, guys.
Yeah.
Extremely dangerous. I never had any run-ins with him personally, but when Jason Genova's people literally sent anthrax threats to my house and had hazmat there, he was kind of a part of that. So let's just say that, like, while I don't want to see anybody die, like, at the end of the day, my run-ins with his people weren't the greatest, but he's obviously someone I don't want to see anybody pass away. But I never had any personal interaction. I'm sure it would have been different if we met each other in person.
Right.
But his fan base were the most vile people I've ever encountered in my life.
Yeah, they were a lot. At one point in time, when they came after me, it was because Genova called
they
my
came
wife
after
fat.
you.
Yeah, well, Genova called my wife fat or something like that in order, for an order 66 or something like that.
Your wife weighs like 90 pounds.
My wife is the best fitness professional nobody's ever heard of because she doesn't like social media, but she's in incredible shape. And yoga instructor, TRX instructor, Pilates instructor, like you fucking name it, personal coach, everything, right? But so people were pissed, like people thought I was gonna be pissed. And I'm like, why am I gonna be pissed at Genova? Like, I was like, life is already slapping the fuck out of him. Why would I slap the fuck out of him? Like his fans got super pissed. And they're like, Big Lenny's gonna come and rape you. I'm like, you guys are strange. This was like 6-7 years ago. That was like right when I got into YouTube fitness too. I was like, what the fuck are these people talking about?
Dude, yeah, the Order 66s were, I still get those on some videos.
Yeah,
I still get them. And it's been like 7 years.
Yeah.
Dude, they hate
we'll probably get a
Jews,
bunch of them
too.
tomorrow. So
Look, man, I mourn everyone's passing, but I'm just saying that his fan base wasn't the nicest to me. So I don't, again, like, I'm always sad.
You don't have to like everybody. Yeah.
I'm always sad when people pass away because there's a lot of people left behind who might have loved them, but I didn't know the guy. So like a lot of people are doing videos and it's like, maybe they knew him, maybe they didn't, maybe they just want the clicks, but I'm not doing a video on it because I didn't know him. That's disingenuous.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
like, when I did a video about John Meadows passing away or Jerry Ward, I'm like, I knew these guys. I want to pay tribute to them.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
I don't know this guy. All I know is that his fans told me that he's going to rape me. And, and that's pretty much it. And he never raped me.
No. Well, I mean, it's good, right?
I think that's probably a net positive.
Right. Yeah, net positive, right?
I would call that a net positive, yeah.
So, changing subject from that.
Big Lenny?
From that. Let's check this out. You asked what was happening with the hurricanes. I have a few points I'd like to add. This one.
To go down. So in Wheatland, Wyoming, right now, there is a 75,000 acre fire that is ripping through that area. So guess what happens to be in that area? The world's newest discovered rare earth mineral mine. And that is for endless amounts of technology and everything else on top of the lithium that they have found there as well. So I find that a little odd. So
everybody's seeing a pattern here.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, remember in 2020, I think it was 2021, right? When all of a sudden all the poultry farms were catching on fire. It's like the way to impoverish the people so much. And I just think we need to realize too many people are just like, well, the government would never do that. You should never, ever say that. There's nothing these people won't fucking do. These people gave syphilis to black people against their fucking knowledge, bro.
Oh my God. Why doesn't anybody remember fucking Tuskegee?
I mean, they gave these guys syphilis and never told them and just then observed. Like, that's incredibly fucked up. Like, incredibly. And that's the federal fucking government. Right now, right now, if you mention like the government and the mainstream media is not talking about weather modification at all, right? They're not even thinking about bringing it up. But if you take a look at videos like this from years ago,
don't worry if you can't hear what I'm saying. I couldn't even hear myself. This is the loudest sound you could possibly conceive. And, as it turns out, the cleanest.
Wait for this. This is crazy.
Now, the most amazing thing is that that cloud up there, which was generated by the engine, is just a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen. It's water vapor. And in about an hour's time, someone in Mississippi is going to get wet washing. It will actually rain.
Oh, shit.
I told you. It's raining.
Look how blue the rest of the sky is. Like, I'm sorry,
I don't like
people. Like,
this whole playing God thing, man.
get there faster, people. Jesus Christ.
I mean,
man.
so, can they make a hurricane?
I think
I think they can find tropical storms and intensify them. I think that's
Yes.
so can they actually create a hurricane based on no? But here's the thing: you got to realize a lot of tropical storms form over the ocean and just never create enough momentum
Steam,
to be a landfall hurricane.
Right.
So what if they did this in the ocean and they just amplified a good old normal tropical storm?
And then use microwaves to steer it.
Jesus Christ, it's possible.
Very.
People are going nuts because if you even bring it up, people are like, "You're retarded. How could you even mention that?" I'm like, after 2020, I'm looking at flat Earth shit now.
Yeah, no shit, man.
You got me wearing a fucking tinfoil hat like Alex fucking Jones, man. I'm fucking over this shit. I question everything.
But just real quick though, like people, I've had people like, "Oh, you follow Alex Jones." Yeah, motherfucker, because he's like Nostradamus. I am very good at the game I told you so. You can, if you don't believe me, check my Twitter feed. I'm very good at it. But he is the fucking GOAT. I will always say it. He is the GOAT of I told you so. It's just unbelievable. Like, I didn't know until like last week, bro, that he predicted 9/11 all the way down to naming Osama bin Laden. That is crazy. That is like crazy. To the point where it's like, how is he still alive? I mean, I think they kept him alive because they can make him look like a buffoon because of the way he talks. And I'm very familiar with that, Alex, by the way. I understand.
We have a lot in common.
A lot in common, yeah.
Well, I'm at the point now where I don't think we landed on the moon, bro. How can I not get cell reception in my house? Yet we transmitted video in the 1960s with perfect picture from the fucking moon. Can someone tell me why? I don't even care about the rest of that shit. How the fuck did we transmit the video? No one's answered that.
The weird thing is, and I will say this, if we did go, we're likely still going. Because here's the thing, not one piece of technology that it gets used by the US government effectively ever disappears. It just evolves. Okay. This whole bullshit of like, oh, we destroyed all the technology to go to the moon. I'm not buying that shit for one.
Why would you do
second. That? It's just like, we're talking about the weather modification shit. They've been fucking, I mean, the Vietnam War, it was an actual tactic, like seeding the clouds in specific areas and making it downpour. It's called Operation Popeye. It's on the government's website. It's on the government's website. It's not even.
Oh my God.
Yeah, hang on a second. I actually got that. So give me 1 second. Boom.
Man, I mean, I question everything. I never questioned anything. 9/11, if you would have told me after 9/11, well, I think that could have been us, I'd have been like, you're crazy. Now it's like, I think that could have been us. I'm like, tell me more. I would like to learn more about this because I don't trust any of these motherfuckers anymore.
Nope. Check this out. What are the consequences of Operation Popeye and by the way, this is from history.state.gov.
Wow.
This is a government website. And this says in North Vietnam, the impact of successful Popeye operations outside the designated areas should be slight. The added rainfall would reach the sea over short distances in the coastal areas where operations would take place or would occur in the mountainous border areas that is sparsely populated by tribal people. They basically were making, fun. They were making it rain in Vietnam in 1960s, in the 1960s.
So you're telling me 80 years later or whatever, however many years later, like we haven't, like 60, we haven't fucking gotten better at that shit?
Right.
Like, come on, dude. Like everything's gotten better. Look at TVs. Back then they were watching black and whites, bro. Now we got fucking plasma. Like, plasmas are a thing of the past. Now we have HD. My fucking iPhone goes up to 120 frame per second. A fucking phone.
Yeah. Think about think about that. Back then, there wasn't even internet yet. Okay. There wasn't even internet yet. And they were making it rain in specific areas in Vietnam. You don't think that by now, like, it is just like, it's impossible for me to believe that the government would just forget about this. If it has ever been used as a weapon by the United States government, it does not disappear. It just evolves at a rapid pace. And if they stop talking about it as they have with this, you can guarantee that they're using it. Like you can,
or it could be the Jews with the weather lasers.
Well, it could be the Jews, and this is no shit.
I think it's the Jews.
The thing is, like the government doesn't develop weapons. I've said this a couple of times. They don't develop weapons. They pay corporations to develop the weapons. Right?
Absolutely.
Because we got to have the kickbacks. That's where Raytheon comes in and Halliburton and all these companies, right? They create the weapons and then they build the weapons and then the government buys them from them and then sends it to people, or the government gives different countries money so then they can enrich Dick Cheney. And that you wonder why Cheney is endorsing Kamala.
Yeah, there you go.
She's the party of war. Like all you motherfuckers, like
regardless of what Nick Fuentes says.
Yeah, I'm still voting for the non-party of war, like because that's what I've always done. I don't want war.
Yep.
I don't want people to die in war. It's stupid.
It's absurd to even think about what's going on. But I think you're not the only one. Like, here's a crazy story I read today. So you don't expect to see this. You see all these celebrity endorsements, but this was actually refreshing to see. So you had Mahomes' wife, who was like got in trouble for liking a Trump post. But in Miami, they just don't give a fuck.
No.
So wives of Miami Dolphins players come out in support of Trump and bash Kamala. Those look like white supremacists to me.
Are they actually calling these ladies textbook trash because they
they called Kamala textbook trash.
Oh, okay, good for them.
The wives of two, so one spouse called VP Harris trash, while another said Trump is my president. The wives of two Miami Dolphins players have vocalized their support for former President Donald Trump on social media pages. Anna Tagova, Tua's wife, the wife of star quarterback Tua, shared a post from conservative commentator Benny Johnson about Trump housing linemen at Trump National Doral, Miami as a hurricane looms. No, not offensive linemen for football, but rather linemen who work on electrical lines. In the video, originally posted by Trump's son Eric, electrical workers are seen organized for their stay at the luxury resort. Honored to have 275 incredible linemen from FPL as they get ready to respond to the aftermath of Hurricane Milton. Eric Trump wrote, "You are amazing, and the Trump family and the entire state of Florida appreciate you. Enjoy the rooms. They're the best in Florida. Be safe." According to ML Football, Mrs. Tua's wife, I can't pronounce the last name, bro, also shared the message, "My president," about Trump the same week. Same outlet reported that Devin Mostert, the wife of running back Raheem Mostert, also posted in support of Trump, but also harsh words for sitting Vice President Kamala Harris. This is great. Mrs. Mostert posted a video that featured Harris calling Florida Governor Ron DeSantis selfish and utterly responsible for not taking her call regarding Hurricane Milton. Let's see. The post said DeSantis later responded to the claim by saying she was never offered him assistance while in office. She has no role in this, DeSantis reportedly said. The Dolphins' wife added her own caption, calling the vice president garbage. She's garbage. Textbook trash. No one has time, Kamala, especially not for her to say some bullshit like we can be unburdened by what has been. I love this woman. She also reportedly posted in support of Trump also. She's been sharing support for hurricane victims, posting charitable organizations, then asked that for $100 contributions in exchange for raffle tickets to win concert tickets at Dolphins Hard Rock Stadium. Tua has been rumored to be a Trump supporter in recent months, and it was theorized he was to attend a Trump rally. However, controversy swirled over an allegedly altered photo that appeared to show the quarterback's name on the front row seat at the rally, showing the seat was reserved for him. Star quarterback is currently out with his third concussion at the pro level, with reports saying that his eye sighting another return. And that's that. So essentially, I think we're seeing a cultural shift, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
In that you are seeing athletes who are just like, you know what? I love my country.
Yeah.
I want what's best for my country. And I don't care if I get in trouble. I am good at what I do. Like, look at Aaron Rodgers during COVID. He was like, fuck y'all, I ain't getting that vaccine. Well, you're not, I'm going to play. I'm fucking Aaron Rodgers. So these guys are like, you know what? The NFL, if you could fucking shove this BLM shit down our throat, we have a right to say what we support. And we support America being healthy. We support America being great. We support America being self-sufficient. We support Americans having more jobs. We support a better economy. And we think Kamala's a fucking whore piece of trash.
Yes. So have you ever heard of Pat Tillman?
Oh, of course.
So here's my thing. The NFL should do everything they can to honor real fucking heroes. I mean, instead, like that, you know, like Ray Lewis is a fucking murderer, and they haven't given him a prime fucking spot and shit like that, right? But Pat Tillman, like, the NFL should honor him and his sacrifice fucking every day. This guy left the NFL to go be a Ranger, and a Ranger or Green Beret, I forget which, and ended up dying in combat, right? To fight for his country. I got a newsflash for you. That is a role model. That is a sports hero. That's an actual role model. That is an actual fucking hero. This deification of these guys for catching a ball, don't get me wrong, impressive. And I'm sure a lot of them are great people. But when you look at the scope of it, you guys are fucking rich because of America, because of freedom in America. If you guys don't want to be in a free America, you guys are just the like fucking gladiators in the stadium keeping us distracted. So you can either choose to be on the side of freedom and, you know, America, or you can just be the gladiators that keep everybody distracted while the country fucking fails.
Circus and bread, man. Circus and bread. Yep. You know, exactly. But here's the thing, like, I love ball. Yeah. You know, I see what's good about it. And most people play sports, never end up going pro. So they learn the lessons from sport without ever actually earning money from it. Yeah. So I'm a huge fan of sports. I don't deitize players. You know,
no.
I know NFL players now that I coached as kids. So it's like, well, shit, you know, there's nothing that makes them special other than they're immensely talented. They have great work ethic.
Yeah.
And they have the perfect storm of genetics and talent and work. And perhaps a coach came along who's shown them the right way to act. You know, there's a lot of things that have to happen for you to become an NFL player. An NFL player has to have a lot of things happen for them. I mean, it has to be a perfect storm of awesomeness, right? Yep. So you have to have genetics. You have to have the right coaching. You have to have the right system. You have to have the right you have to have the right person see you. You have to have the right opportunity. Like, so much goes into what these guys do. But the problem is men are so weak in society that they feel comfortable wearing another man's name on their back.
Yep.
And that's really fucking bad. When I could go out and be like, I love when people watch sports and they're like, yeah, we won. I'm like, motherfucker, you don't even play on the team. You watched it on your couch.
Yeah, you didn't do shit. You didn't do
anything. They won.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't do shit. But, you know, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking anybody. If you guys want to watch football and stuff like that, I don't watch. But
I watch a lot of football.
Yeah, because I coach it.
I watch football with my son. I play football. I just played a video of me getting beat up by my son.
Right.
He hit me fucking hard.
But that's also because you're involved in it, right? Most people, most dudes, like most of you guys would be better off if you went for a walk. For those couple, like, watch it on your phone and walk, you know, like Hulu. Something, you know,
bro, you could put Hulu on your phone and watch it while walking.
Yeah, exactly.
Hulu. Exactly. I do it all the time. So like when Michigan plays and I'm watching it for Sharon, right? Like, I watch every second I can because that's my guy. And I'm watching it and I'm walking and I'm doing whatever. I'll have it on in the gym. I'll be listening to while I train. I'll have it on. When my nephew plays at University of San Diego now. He played at Kansas State last year in college. And dude, I remember my family went out. We were like, hey, let's go get a nice dinner out. My daughter worked at Outback. So we're like, hey, let's go visit Cammie. She could serve us. We can make fun of her. I had the fucking phone set up. I'm watching it. I'm fucking like, let's go, Jaden, you know? But the problem is men are so weak and do not accomplish things for themselves that they have to live vicariously through other men. And that's sad.
Yep. Yeah, very.
Your child should not have an athlete as their hero. You should be your child's hero. You should be your child's role model. Charles Barkley. Remember Charles Barkley went viral for saying that before viral was a thing?
Yeah.
I'm not a role model. The kid's parents are the role model.
Yeah. Well, that's valid, you know. Something just came across that Tim Walz is set to kick off a man-focused media blitz.
Oh my
fabulous.
God.
It's going to be fabulous. GM, he's going to do Good Morning America interview with Michael Strahan on a football field. A Michigan event on Friday, and it literally says geared towards black men. Friday
What
Night
the
Lights.
fuck does that mean? That is so racist.
Friday Night Lights at Manco West, and then a pheasant hunt with social media influencers. You're still gay. You're muted.
He is so gay.
Yeah.
So gay. He's just gay.
Yeah.
He's gay. But not that there's anything wrong with that. But
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
I don't like him because he's a dick. I don't like him because he's not like him because he's gay. But
you know, I would honestly prefer if he just came out and said it, though.
Dude, nobody does this if they're not gay.
No.
That's some fucking, what is that? Dylan Mulvaney shit, you know?
But if we do go onto a podcast ever together, that's how I'm going to walk in the room.
I'm walking totally on there. Hey, check this. This is the role model commercial. This is what I was talking about, Charles Barkley.
I am not a role model. I'm not paid to be a role model. I am paid to wreak havoc on the basketball court. Parents should be role models. Just because I dunk a basketball doesn't mean I should raise your kids.
Fucking men, Charles.
Oh, shit.
Fucking men. That shit is fucking facts.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That
is amazing.
So true. I'm not a role model. Your parents should be your role models. I just wreak havoc on a basketball court. I love it. I love it because back then they were like, well, Charles, all these kids look up to you. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm here to win fucking basketball games. Parents, be your kids' role models.
Yes. Be the kids' role models. Like, be involved in your kid's life. Like, I can say this. Like, I started texting my son the second he got a phone. Like sending him funny shit. You're way more past, like, very similar, because I've seen you text your kids. You got to joke with them. That's where they live, man. If they're going to live there, if they're going to talk to all their other friends like there, if you want to be in the mix, text with your kid. You know, like, it's important. And I know people are like, well, we should just talk. Yeah, you should. But at some point in time, they're going to leave the house and you're not going to just talk to them all the time. At some point in time, if you want to keep a relationship with your child, you need to be able to make sure that you can text freely and, like, they can think of you as not only a parent, but as somebody they can joke with, as a friend. Like, they need to know their limitations. They need to know the barriers, like, you know, but you should be able to. And I had never seen a commercial.
Family text. We have a family text and it gets pretty rowdy in there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, it gets very raucous in that thing, but it's how we all kind of keep together on what's going on when, you know, Thomas is out doing his wrestling and Preston's here and Cammie's at college. So I think that it just kind of keeps us all in the same room, so to speak. Cammie's home this weekend, by the way. She's visiting.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah. She just got home. She doesn't have class Fridays. She came home.
Is she enjoying? Is she she enjoying the wokeness?
It's not really, dude. It's a business school. It's not woke. People lump all universities together, but if you're going to a business school, your econ professor is going to be a libertarian. You know, it's like she's pretty much. I mean, it's a pretty conservative campus, at least where she's at. And again, a lot of these kids are, from conservative states. A lot of them are from the East Coast, but if you go into business, like I can see if you're in like fine arts or liberal arts, whatever. But if you're in a business school,
Right.
yeah, a lot of them are too into economics to really be woke.
That's right.
I mean, if they want to
That's
ever
right.
make money, I mean, they won't ever keep their money. It's probably a good idea not to be woke. So yeah, she doesn't run into it much.
That's good. That's good. What are you guys going to do that she's home this weekend? Just work out?
Yeah, we're gonna just hang out, man. I mean, there's no football game this weekend because it's fall break. So,
Right.
I mean, we were. I don't know. I mean, I know we want to go on a nice hike or two, but other than that, I mean, for her, like she's out all the time. I think she just wants to be home, like go to the park, play some football with Preston. Just normal family stuff you don't get to do because, I mean, like she's constantly going. She's there in lecture or class or training or at clubs or meetings. So she doesn't party. So like, that's pretty much, she's always going. She just gets out. She's taking a ton of units. So yeah,
that's outstanding, man.
Good to be home.
That is outstanding. And then, so does she, when she comes home, does she still coach people at Legacy?
Nah. I mean, she'll do it over the summer, but like, this is fall break. So tomorrow I think we have one. I think we're off tomorrow. And then Saturday we have a class. But yeah, fall break, we only had like one a day because no one's here. In Brentwood, Tennessee, during fall break, everybody leaves.
Yeah.
Everybody. There were on my kids' football team, only 2 families were staying home.
No way.
Everybody goes home. They all have money. They're all going on vacation.
That's
I'm
a good
like,
point.
I live in Brentwood, dude. This is a vacation.
No shit.
These people, like they've never been broke. So like for them, it's just normal. You go on 5 vacations a year and you have $100,000 vacation budget, right? Like for me, I'm like, well, shit, man. I want to just be home. I travel all the time. I got work too. This was a very busy week too, right? So I had a lot of shit going on. I'm like, I can't go anywhere. So yeah, it's crazy how this side of the world lives, man. Like,
that's amazing.
But here's the thing. I think all of them are in debt up to their eyeballs.
Probably.
I think these people still owe on college loans. In fact, I know a lot of them still owe college loans, yet they're spending like 80 to 100 grand on vacations a year alone. I'm not even shitting you, bro. It's like nothing I've ever seen. These people live on borrowed money. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. Like
it's crazy because
they have they have nothing. They have lifestyle, but they don't have anything tangible. There's somebody said for that, right? Like you only live. But I would be panicking like fuck. Like if I have nothing saved, I'd be crazy.
It's weird that people like I won't buy a new car ever pretty much because I don't want the payment. Like until I can pay for the money outright. Like I fucking love my beater truck. I absolutely goddamn love that thing. It's loud, it's redneck, it's fucking jacked up. Fuck yeah. I bought it for like $10,000 and put like $4,000 into it. You know what I mean? Like I'm good to go. I've driven it thousands and thousands of miles now.
Yeah.
You know? But it's this weird thing that people like, it's still like a keeping up with the Joneses type scenario where they have to feel like they're outliving somebody else when in fact, like if you could just like live with, I actually have a mug that says live simply, like live within your means. Like, I mean, dude, you have a nice house and everything like that, but dude, you could very clearly, if you like leveraged yourself, do a lot, like you could do what they're doing. Like you could go on these huge vacations and everything like that. But then it's like, there's that stress, man. There's just that constant stress, you know?
I'd rather sleep well at night, you know? It's But people always like, I mean, the cars too, like the shit I see, it's like, dude, like I get it. Like I'm not hating, like live your life, do what you feel is best, but I'm a scared bitch. Like I could never do that.
Right.
I just want comfort. Like for me, I think a lot of people are very want based. I'm very need based. Where if I don't need something I'm like, shit, I don't need that. You know, it's like, why would I get it if I don't need it? You know, I only buy things I need. That's why for Christmas, I'm the hardest person to shop for Because if I want something, it's usually something I need. They're like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "Oh, socks." I don't fucking know. I mean, what? I mean, I don't know. I just never understood that shit. It just never. It never. I just don't. And they're like, "Well, you just don't like cars." I'm like, everyone with a penis likes cars.
Yeah,
It's just,
I mean, stop that.
I just can't justify. I can't mentally justify spending a fucking mortgage on a house, on a car. It's just crazy. I'm gonna buy $100,000. I mean, I'm gonna buy a fucking $250,000 sports car. I can't even fit my whole family in it. That makes no sense. I go fast, but there's speed limits. How fast can I go? My car gets to the speed limit just fine. I don't understand. I just don't get it.
I don't understand the whole going fast thing. Like, so you're gonna go fast. You're gonna go fast, risk your life, especially if you got kids, and then like risk getting in trouble and shit like that. I don't get it. Like, dude, I'll drive 5 miles over the speed limit when I'm on the highway. That's fine.
Living on the edge.
Yeah, man, I'm old. I'm old,
bro. Everybody gets so I set the adaptive cruise control at the fucking like right above the speed limit, like 2 miles above. People get so fucking mad when you drive the speed limit. They'll fucking honk at you, and I'm like, I'll fight you. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
These people are crazy. But I just, and also like, so like the cops here know me. Like I'm friends with the cops. And the worst thing that could happen is me getting pulled over and a cop being like, "You fucking son of a bitch, I'm gonna let you off." Then it's like I'm abusing my situation in the community.
Right.
That's just not cool. I don't want to be that guy.
No, especially if you ever want to like run for office or anything like that too. You know, like.
Well, I mean, my car has a fucking candy bar on it. Like, what the fuck? Everybody knows who I. Even my wife's car, I set that shit at the adaptive cruise, and I'm like,
yeah, hell yeah.
My wife's car is much more fun to drive than mine.
What is she riding?
She has a little Infiniti. I think it's a Q55. It's the small one.
Yeah.
It's got like this adaptive cruise control and this like sensor. You don't really have to even drive it. It just kind of drives.
Yeah.
And it was
that's amazing.
Dude, Infinitis are the best value. Like my son's Infiniti, it's a fucking gorgeous car, dude. Like, and I mean, we got it used for such a good price for what it is. It drives really, really awesome. You know, I'm like, Infiniti's a great car. Love those awesome cars.
So we're going to do a special thing of evening rants tomorrow during the day. But
it's going to be fun.
Tomorrow is aimed at just fun. Like we are going to try to just have a good time. It's been a long week, lots of crazy shit happening. So we are going to basically go over redneck fights or something like that for the entirety of about an hour. So please do join us for that. That ought to be a good time. And you know, the thing is, like, I think it's important, especially for me. I got to be able to pull away from this stuff occasionally, you know, because like, God damn, man, like the world's so crazy. And for people like us, and this is not a knock on any of you watching, but like, I tend to see things on a more macro level, and it's terrifying. Like it's absolutely terrifying. So I need a little bit of a laugh. Cause like when I first realized, like, fuck, I think I told you like for the first time, like 3.5, 4 years ago, where I was like, the government wants us sick, fat, and dead. Like they really do. Like, and it's like, once you see it, like you can't unsee that shit, you know, like, and, I'm happy that we're going to start doing a segment like this at least once a week where it's just like meant to be like, let's just fucking laugh.
Just bullshit. It's bullshitting, man. I love it. I think it might be onto something. I think it might be our better performing episodes because I think everybody's kind of elections are exhausting just to be around it. And my wife is addicted to it, bro. Like she's like, did you see that Biden video? Did you see what Kamala did? She fucking had an earpiece in. She's like, we're live. I'm like, you're watching this shit now?
Yeah, Jesus. I can't escape. So it's fucking crazy.
Man. Like now my wife is involved. I'm like, you should just do the podcast. Fuck this.
Have you talked to her about like, you don't think we landed on the moon? What does she say?
Sure, she agrees with me, man.
All right. My wife does too.
Something's wrong. I'm very persuasive though, because I won't shut up about it. I'll keep going. Like, what was I like? We literally took extra time to get into the gym today because I wouldn't stop talking in the car about some shit she didn't want to hear. And I'm like, but think about it. Like the moon is made of fucking cheese or some shit like that. And I'm just going on and I'm rationalizing it. And she's like, okay, I agree with you. And I'm like, no, but you didn't hear my point. I'm like, all right. It's just, it's so tiring to be married to me. I just don't like, there's nobody else who would marry me. Like everybody would be, they'd live with me for like a day and then they'd be like, what the fuck did I just do?
Yeah. Our wives are special people, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
You know, can you imagine like, you know, you're a girl and you're like, well, this guy's like, he's in shape, pretty good looking. He's got some money, you know, he seems to got his shit together. Good dad. Then she's here for like 6 hours. She's like, I need out. What the fuck did I do? She's like, I don't care. She's like, take the money. I'm gonna stab him.
Well, it's got to be exhausting. Like there's sometimes, especially because the ADHD, like,
oh my God,
like she'll say something to me, and then like 3 minutes later, it'll register like she said something. I'll like, you know, I'll look over, or like I just get so flighty. Like she'll bring something up, and then like one of the voices is like, "Hey, what about this shit over here?" And I start talking about that shit. It's so fucking exhausting. It's exhausting. Like I find it exhausting to be me. Like I find it completely sometimes just totally like I remember the other day, dude. The other day I didn't sleep well, and I wasn't able to take a nap or anything like that during the day because I'm ancient. But God, dude, like when I'm very fatigued and tired, my ADHD is just all the fuck over the place. I was frustrating myself so bad. I was saying wrong words and shit like that. I'm like,
oh my God,
it's so frustrating sometimes. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't trade my ADHD for anything. I really wouldn't. But it's just got to be managed.
There's a lot going on in there, man.
Yeah, a lot goes on. A lot goes on.
So I think I actually have an ad today. Let me see. I actually got one. You see where it's at? I think it was a CT one. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Hell yeah.
Oh, here it is. Yeah. I will play this, guys. So we'll see you guys tomorrow for a special episode, and we will announce the time shortly. Till then, go to ambrosiacollective.com. That's ambrosiacollective.com. Coupon code Evening Rants gets you 10% off the entire site.
Hell yeah.
See you guys tomorrow.
Losing weight isn't any one type of diet or magic workout routine. It's staying on track, feeding your body the fuel it requires, getting in your daily activity, and of course, resting and hydrating properly. If you have tried to change and failed, you just haven't put all the pieces together yet. At the Ambrosia Collective, your results are our passion. We have designed the Holy Trinity stack to make every step of this process easier and more effective. The power of our proven ingredients will help you defeat your cravings, boost your energy, and most importantly, burn body fat. The power is in your hands. It's time to take the next step with Ambrosia.